Hey, are you thinking about moving to Tiny Township or cottaging in Tiny Township and you want to learn about the access points? If you're not like a beachfront owner and you live in back lot or a few minutes walk to the beach and there's a bunch of different access points and you want to learn about them, stick around, because in this video, we're going to go through, this is part 2. So we're going to go through the part 2 of this series of the access points in Tiny Beaches Road North, starting at Baum right here and working our way north. We'll go as far north, we'll hit some of the concessions. We'll probably end over at Eagle Cove Beach, and the shoreline changes a lot. Okay, there's a lot of coves, rock mix beaches, a few sandy beaches, and we're gonna go through all of them. If this is your first time on the channel and you wanna learn everything there is to know about living or cottaging in tiny townships, tiny beaches, make sure you subscribe and tap the bell for notifications. That way, you can be the first to know everything about living here. My name is Kevin De Silva, and I'm a local real estate agent here. And I get calls all the time for people just like you that are looking to make that lifestyle change and live or cottage here in Tiny Beaches. So it doesn't matter if that's next month, next year, tomorrow, for this summer, for next summer, doesn't matter. Reach out to me. All the ways you could do that are in the description box of this video, including a video conference calling. You could book a call directly on my calendar at a time that works for you. Now let's get on with all the access points in Tiny Beaches Road North. Not all, but as many as we can. Okay, so this is one of the smaller access points. We're going to go through mostly the ones on the concession roads and a few others. And then there's some like really small ones like this. This one's located at 162 Tiny Beaches Road North, just a couple minutes up from where we started at Baum Beach. We're gonna go check out the shoreline. All right, so here's the shoreline. You can see pretty sandy with big boulder mix. And then inside the water, you still have some pretty decent sized stones, maybe about 8-inch stones. So it's not super sandy at the shore, but it's pretty sandy, not super sandy right in the water at the shore, but on the shore there's a pretty good sand mix you could see here, and it gets pretty private up here, even though it was busy where we started at Baum Beach. And you got some beautiful homes, even just like this one right beside the easement behind me. This one's for sale actually right now. I don't know if it will be when you reach out to me after seeing this video, but just let me know and we'll see. And if it's not this one, it could be the next one. You're going to want to get to the 11th concession beach access pretty early here in Tiny Township because it's popular. There's not that many parking spots. The beach is quite nice here, and right behind me on this side you'll see the Cawaja general store where you can go get coffee or ice cream or some other stuff too. So get to this one early. Let's go check out the beach. All right, you can see this shoreline not too far up from the last easement we were at 162 Tiny Beaches. It's still got some boulders at the shoreline, and they're bigger than the 8 inches there. These are some bigger ones, but you can almost see right where it starts to be sandy. It's right there, just a few feet in. And then even if you look down the shoreline, you could see that it's less bouldery and even more sandy over there. So this is the 11th concession beach access beside the Cawaja general store. So make sure to get to this one early if you're planning a beach day in Tiny. All right, we are at the 13th concession of Wanakawanang Beach. I sometimes just call it Waka Waka if I forget how to pronounce it, but it's Wanakawanang. Let's go look at the sand over here. All right, remember this is concession 13. The access point here, you got this boardwalk here and this nice, big, beautiful section of sand over here. Goes out that way a little bit. Nice, sandy, little pebbly shoreline a little bit, but still very sandy mixed as well. And people love this spot. This is over at concession 13. This is what it looks like. All right, we are now at the 14th concession. This is a 66-foot wide access, and let's go check out the water here. All right, so behind me, we're at the 14th concession. Behind me, you can see what the sand and the water looks like. It's a 66-foot access. It's still a little pebbly over here in the shoreline and in the water, just like the last access. But once you walk in, after a few feet, it gets nice and sandy too. Okay, we are at the 15th concession access point. You got this walkway right behind me, 66-foot access at this one, and you can kind of see in the distance. It's sandy, mostly sandy, a few pebbles, a few rocks. This is the 15th concession access point if you're buying a cottage or a home near here. All right, we are walking down the boardwalk at Lafontaine Beach, Concession Road 16 access. This is a bigger public one than a lot of the other concessions, and they also have washrooms, a playground, some picnic tables in a shaded area. So there's a few things you can do here away from the beach too. Here at Lafontaine Beach, Concession Road 16. Really nice and sandy too here. So definitely one of the hot spots. One more thing that I want to point out at the Lafontaine Concession 16 access. There's the boardwalk to the beach. This is one of the few spots, there's a few spots that you can actually park here without being a resident. It's paid parking, but there are a few parking spots that you could just use usually it's like the Hotspot app, where you could just use an app and actually pay for the day and you don't require a permit living here in Tiny. So this could be for some visitors as well here in Lafontaine, Concession 16 access. Okay, this access point is north of Lafontaine Beach. This is 1530 Tiny Beaches Road North. Another one of these little coves, and let's go look at what the water looks like here. So you'll see here, as we continue working our way north, there's less and less stretches of bigger beach sections, and it could really change every few blocks, really, like the shoreline. You'll see some vegetation here, boulders, sand mix, more bouldery mix as we work our way north. Some are very, very bouldery and some have a sand mix, but you'll start noticing some vegetation and stuff like that. And this is more like a cove. If you look around here, right? There's a picnic table there, but it's kind of like a cove. It's not stretches of sand like some of the southern areas where we were earlier. And even to that matter of fact, Tiny Beaches Road South, the other video, part 1, there's way more longer stretches of sand where people might walk, but this feels more private in a way. So yeah, that's what it feels like over here. All right, so this is the 1574 Tiny Beaches Road access point, and I want you to take in the scenery for a second. You got some people hanging out, some water, some boulders, the mountain in the back, Blue Mountain on the other side of the bay. I just think it's honestly so picturesque over here. So I just wanted to take that in. Look at that. Look how amazing that looks. 1574 Tiny Beaches Road North. Far up from the last one, 1662 Tiny Beaches Road North, Osler Park. This one's got a 736-foot public access over here. There's another reason this access is important. Not so much the access, but just something I want to point out about this area is you'll see behind me, obviously, the boats, the jet skis, and that's the Cove Marina. It's the only marina on this side of Tiny. The only other public access for launching your boat would be Tiny Beaches Road South at Jackson Point Park Beach. So that's one thing that makes this area unique, is you're right beside the Cove Marina. All right, so I want to be clear here. This is the Sandcastle Estate's private access point. So this isn't like the other public access points that we've been looking at. There's some communities in the northern edge of Tiny here, of Tiny Beaches Road North, where you don't necessarily have to be waterfront. You could be one of the backlot houses that tie into a parcel of land that give you access to your own little private beachfront, shared with the other owners on some of these courts. So some of them, they're all the accesses are a little different, just like the public ones, the private ones too. This one's sandy, rocky mix. Again, Tiny Beaches Road North, there's a lot of rocky mix too. But I just want to point out what a private access looks like here. No public parking here. This would only be private. This example is in the Sandcastle Estates. All right, we are at the 18th concession here. You can see it's really quiet. Just a couple people over there hanging out at the beach at this access. It's pretty much all pebbly and stone with a little bit of sand mix. We did catch a few people over here at the 19th concession access point going for a swim, but you'll notice it's pebbly, rocky, and very bouldery, overlooking Christian Island over there on the 19th concession. All right, so we're ending it at the last access point as far north as I'm making this video at Eagle Cove Beach. This is where I'm going to call, this is the end, but this is the last access point. You can see the water in behind me. It's a little bit wavy today. You actually got Christian Island over on this side. Some cool scenery. It's just not open water. You got Christian Island over there. I hope you guys found that valuable. All the different access points. Well, sorry, not all. I couldn't hit them all. There's so many, but I hit as many, the concessions, but there's a lot more small access points. So remember, when you're looking for a cottage or a house, we'll have to check the access point for each individual house and see what the closest one looks like. That'll at least, this video can at least give you a few reference points to some concession accesses and different accesses to see what it's like, to see what some of the accesses that you can enjoy near your new home or cottage. That's it for now. Until then, I'm looking forward to helping you make a smooth move to Tiny Township.